Hello and welcome to Not Another Knitting Podcast. I'm Haley.
And I'm Natasha.
On this podcast, we talk about knitting, sewing, and our other crafty pursuits. Today, we're going to focus on our knitting, whips, finished objects, plans, and acquisitions. We'll also talk a little bit about a fun, bespoke advent calendar we're both taking part in, and a little bit about sewing and embroidery. So, if this sounds up your alley, grab your crafts and let's get to it. So let's start with what we're wearing today. Natasha, what are you wearing?
Today I am wearing the Pop Rock pullover, and this is by Annis Fiber Arts. And I made this last summer, and I'm wearing a short sleeve today, even though it's snowy and cold, because I thought I would get too nervous and hot doing this podcast. So I'm prepared. It's very, very thin. And it only took 2 balls of knitting for olive merino fingering weight and 2 tiny skeins of shibori mohair. So it's like no yarn.
Is it soft?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. It's cute.
And what are you wearing today?
I am wearing the Elizabeth blouse by Petite Knit. I finished this early this year, 2025. And it's in retro. It is Rosa Pomar Vovo in the colorway 02. I love it because it's kind of like a blend of navy and black. It's pretty neutral.
Did you make it blended or did it come that way?
No, it's just one strand of sport weight, so it came that
okay.
way. Yeah. And what else can I say about it? I love it. I did kind of mess up on the double knitting right here in the front, but also, I blocked it this summer because I'm perpetually late in all my blocking plans. But I forgot that you need to kind of shape the collar when you're blocking it, and it kind of got a little wonky. But
it looks lived in.
That's the look.
Yeah.
These days. All right.
Yep.
So should we move on to whips?
Sure.
All right. You want to go first?
Yeah. So, like all good knitters, or maybe all bad knitters, I don't know anymore. I did do the Stephen West mystery musical make-along shawl. So it's enormous, and I'm usually like way, way off on gauge, but I think it's actually, excuse me, about the right size.
How do you feel about it overall?
I think it's weird. I think it's gonna look great when it's blocked. But it is so strange to have this like 2 very different patterns. One very geometric and one loopy, organic.
Yeah, it kind of feels like 2 separate shawls smashed together.
Like,
but
yeah. You like it?
I like it. Have you tried it on? See how it looks when it's on? No.
We can try it on now, but it's all the yarn and I don't know.
I think it looks kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And this is what year? How long have you been doing the make-along?
So I've been doing them since 2020. The first one I did was Slip Stravaganza, and I did them every year since. So this would be the 6th one.
Wow. Which one's your favorite?
What was the one?
Shawlography?
Yeah, shawlography.
Yeah, I really like shawlography too.
We all did shawlography, so.
Yeah, I did it a bit after the fact, but
it was cool. It was
fun.
Fun.
And so it was less of a mystery, but
yeah. So what are you working on?
What am I working on? This is a hat, and it's the Urban Beanie by Tori Yu, and it is a late birthday present for my husband, whose birthday is in November. And I had originally planned on finishing it by his birthday, but he has a pretty large head, so I need to make it longer. But I'm using Knitting for Olive, called Double. It's a DK weight pattern, or it can be, I guess. And the colorway is Rust and Copper. All right, I know a bunch of people are probably making this, but I'm the latest to jump on the bandwagon of the Jaunty Shawl by Andrew Mowry.
I haven't seen this one yet.
No. I started it. We went to Arizona, and I thought it would be good plain knitting because it's pretty simple.
Is it wool worsted?
Yes. No, it's technically sport weight, I think. Maybe a sport DK. But this is botanically dyed, naturally dyed by Petal and Hank. I got it at the Hopkins Fiber Festival last year, which happens every year on the first weekend in November. But I really like the naturally dyed yarns that Petal and Hank had, and so decided to use these two colors together. And I threw away the label, so I don't know what colors they are, but they are wool.
Yeah,
I think a merino feels like.
Yeah,
to me.
I bought some of that Petal and Hank as well, but mine was really it was worsted.
Okay.
And it was really like it still had a lot of lanolin in it, I think. So it was weird to work with because it felt like it was like giving me lotion all over my hands. It's kind of gross.
Weird. Yeah. Like almost like it needed to be washed.
Yeah. So I think if I use it, I took out that I ripped out that pattern like I do. I might wash it.
Wash it and then try it again.
Yeah. Yeah. But this feels really nice and really soft. It's got a nice squishy.
Yeah, that was what I was going for. So I have another cowl. What is that slip stitch one that she did that you made the shawl out of? I'll find the name and put it on the video. But I have another cowl and I like it, but I want something that gets up close to my neck, and that coordinates with this brown jacket that I have. So I think this will do it.
How big will it be?
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make it halfway through my yarn and then turn around.
Is it like Sophie shawl size or is it?
It can be whatever size you want.
Okay,
so that's cool. Yeah, but it uses up more yarn because it's half fisherman's rib. Here, I haven't shown you guys. And I tried doing a little bit of an experiment where I, started every other row alternating and then, had the stripes get bigger, but I liked this kind of look better.
Yeah, it's really cool because it almost looks woven.
Yeah. Here's the back. It's kind of what I was going for, the woven. And it's kind of similar to the Sophie shawl. You just increase at regular intervals.
Except you're doing a brioche increase.
Like yes, yep. It adds 2 stitches instead of just 1 with Sophie. But yeah, I'm really excited. It would go well with me.
Yeah, it would go well with that too.
Yeah. Earthy tones. All right, do you have any more whips?
I do have a whip. There's always a whip or two. Okay.
Fish Girl Fall.
Fish Girl Fall. And so I went to the store and I went shopping right after the Annunciation School shooting. And I thought maybe seeing some bright colors at my favorite yarn shop would be inspiring, but it wasn't. It was like the only time that going to a yarn shop didn't like bring me some joy.
Yeah.
Like it was so heavy.
No dopamine hit.
No dopamine hit. But I talked to the shop owners for a long time about the incident and like their responses because they have kids and I don't have kids. And I just felt so much better just being in community. And I ended up this weird acid yellow green caught my eye. I don't know is it yellow or is it green?
I think it's a marl between both. You can kind of see pops of
like
green in here and yellow.
Yeah.
You should hold it up so they can see.
Here's the back. So, this is Momonoki German Merino, and this color is called Smoky Yellow. And then we worked really hard on deciding what color the fish should be. Me and the shop owners, I mean. And they thought this color, which is ink, would just be really classic. So we went with that.
It. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's kind of like my sweater color.
Yeah.
It's like a navy blackish kind of.
Yeah.
What size did you make?
Oh yeah, a mid-size 3, And I heard that it had a really big neck, and as you can see, I think it will. And this is going to be a steek. So it's got a tiny little steek here.
Yeah.
So this striped part, for those who don't know what a steek is, I'm going to cut the sweater
Fold.
right here. And then it'll be a cardigan, so it'll be open. And then I'll knit a band all the way around.
And the benefit of doing a steek is so you can do color work in the round.
Yeah.
Right?
You can do color work in the round instead of trying to do your color work in reverse. And I've done that before, and it can be done, but it's not fun. So this is the better way to knit color work in a cardigan situation, but that also comes with the kind of scary aspect of having to cut your knits.
So how does this one have you finish the inside after you cut it?
What they actually say to do is to knit around first and then cut.
What do you mean? How?
So you would pick up.
Oh, okay, in the middle. Got it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I have never tried it that way. So I'm going to do a little bit more exploration before I actually take the plunge.
Yeah.
And figure out what people think overall is the most successful way to do it. Because I don't want extra bulk there, obviously.
Yeah. Have you steeked anything before?
I have steeked one thing. No, I've steeked two things. So the first steek I did was I made a cardigan, and it was really a great cardigan. This was a long time ago. But by the time I had actually finished knitting it, I was a different size.
Oh.
So it's a little tight.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a sad thing, but I still have it.
Okay. You can't get rid of it. Does it fit now?
Does it fit now? I don't know. This is what we should do for a later blog, is like pull out my boxes and boxes of unfinished.
Stay tuned for Natasha's mystery sweater
yeah
reveal.
So I did that one, and that one went really well, and I did a crocheted edge.
Okay.
And then I tried to do our other friend Nicole convinced me to take this Norwegian sweater knitting class in Norwegian.
Was this one with like the caribou?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like caribou and like gingerbread people or something, and I made it, and I never did the gauge. And by the time
was it too small?
It was like small enough for your son, for a 2-year-old child.
That's right. I think I remember this now.
So I practiced steeking on it.
Oh,
and it went really well.
Well, I am confident. And you said this neck was going to be large, but you could probably reduce that, right? By reducing the number of stitches you picked up if you wanted to
small. If you want to pull it, or you could just leave it large. I'm kind of thinking like this will be my one humongous oversized slouch sweater.
It doesn't look humongous. I don't think.
No, the sleeves are kind of big, but
yeah. Do you decrease?
You do. So there is a little angle here.
Oh yeah. Good. I like that. A lot of the patterns these days have just straight sleeves, and I always add in decreases because I don't like the floppy sleeve.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so what else about the sweater?
Okay, this one knit up really, really fast, and I was so close to being done. As you can see, all I need to do is finish this cuff and steek it and do the band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're so close.
And I got kind of cocky and thought I could start something else.
Of course. So what else do you have?
Well, it's actually something later in the show.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay. I have one more way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, don't judge me for my rat's nest of a ball, but some socks.
Oh, new socks.
New socks, because I finished a pair. I'll show you those in just a second. But yeah, I like to do them 2 at a time, so I don't get second sock syndrome and don't finish them. But this is rather large because it could be a gift for my husband too. But I'll probably finish in March, but meant to be a Christmas gift. And
what's the yarn?
It is the super sock.
Oh.
In the color, in nature color. I think it's wool and polyamide or nylon. I can't read it. The text is in German, I think, but it was made in Italy. So,
where did you get it?
Harry Danalis, one of our local. Oh, here, 25% polyamide and 65% or 75% wool. Harry Danalis is one of the local yarn shops here in Minneapolis. So if you're in Minneapolis, check them out. They're great. What else do you want to know about my socks?
I want to know what pattern you use.
Oh, it's just I was gonna do like the basic one by Summerlee. Or not
Summerlee.
Summerlee, yeah. I think it's got a slip stitch heel. I don't know. I have to look it up.
Okay.
And put it on the screen for you. But I like to do cuff down, and then heel flap and gusset for this one.
I'm wearing a Summerlee pair of socks.
Oh yeah,
right
let's see
now.
them. I like this little cable detail.
It's the fake cable. So it's not a real cable, but I don't remember how to do it exactly. But you just slip one stitch over the top of two others. Then when you go around the next time, you do a yarn over the top where you slipped, and then that kind of creates this fake looking cable.
Cool.
So you don't have to use a cable needle or anything, and then the rest of it is just like every other one is every other row has a little teeny purl stitch embellishment. So I'll put that on. I'll send you that, or we'll put that up later. But it's Summerlee Stillwater socks.
Oh, cute.
And I got this yarn at Harry and Alice.
They have a really good sock yarn collection. Yeah, I think.
So I see your socks over here that you've been working on forever.
And I gotta talk about these a little bit because I kind of messed up on them. Okay, so I've been working on these probably since last spring. And I finally finished them over the weekend. So the pattern for these is the Vanilla is the New Black by Anna Fletcher. And it's basically, I did a 64 stitch cast on. It worked in 1x1 rib for a little over an inch, and then stockinette down to the heel. And it's got this. Do you know what this heel is called? Is it a Flegel heel?
It's not a Flegel, but it's just particular to that pattern, I believe.
Yeah, I really like it because you just increase stitches, and you don't like, these aren't also knit at the same time, the top of the foot, so you don't have to like put stitches on hold.
Yeah, it's really nice if you have like a multi or a self-striping yarn.
Oh yeah, that's true. And then just toe decreases down at the toe to the, or stockinette, and then decreases to the toe. But I was blocking these with something blue. Obviously, they don't have this blue tie-dye.
Yeah. What happened? Was it that?
Yeah, I was going to talk about this next. But it's this hat. I didn't realize it was the dye was gonna leak off on the socks, and I had them sitting all day in the same water, and so now they're partially blue.
Oh no!
I'll still wear them. I spent too much time on them to not wear them.
Yeah, you worked on those for a long time.
Yeah, but that's my socks. I knit them on a US 1, and I still have yarn left over, so I made them longer, I feel like, than normal socks.
Yeah, they're huge. They're very long. Not huge, but long.
Yeah, I like that though because I wear like ankle pants, and I'm somebody where ankle pants are higher up on my legs than maybe others. But yeah, I'm excited to wear them this winter. I only have like one pair that I usually wear, so another pair to add to my collection. Anyway, we'll move on to my bright blue. This is another Tori Yu Manhattan hat. Not another, but another pattern by Tori Yu, the Manhattan hat. Because of the blue dye on the socks.
Yeah. Oh.
So I really like this one. I knit size medium, and I think it'll have just enough negative ease to go around my ginormous head. I think I'll roll a double, and I will throw a picture up here of this on my head. I don't want to ruin my beautiful claw clip design. But one thing I will say is that I needed to do better on the tension on the decreases because I think they got a little stretched out. And this isn't a fault of the pattern. This is just me not recognizing that I need to pull it a little tighter.
Oh, because you think it has this little like.
Yeah, there's like a little space there. But I don't think you'll notice when
No.
I'm wearing it.
I don't think you'll notice it at all.
Yeah.
It almost looks like it's supposed to look like that, like a little half moon.
Yeah, it might be. It's supposed to be like one of those, sticks up at the top. I use some really soft yarn on this. It's the Kilborn Woolens Perennial.
Oh.
Which is a fingering weight held double with Fiber MacGyver Blueness in a story alpaca. The colorway is Blueness. Yeah. And I think they coordinated really well.
They did, because I thought you just used all Fiber MacGyver, like the matching.
Oh, I should have. The matching fingering insert.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought you would, because you couldn't find a blue for a long time that would match it, right?
Yeah. No, yeah, and then I went into Dandelion and found these two, and I think they really coordinated well. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Another nice warm hat.
Yeah, it's really nice and warm, and it looks like it'll keep you standing out in a crowd of boring Minnesota black jackets.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. People will be able to find me.
Yes, definitely.
I can't get lost with this hat. All right. What
you have another?
I have another one, but
Good job.
Yeah, I finished a lot over this weekend actually. So this is my Lakes cardigan by Ozetta, I believe. Yep, by Ozetta. I did a size medium, and I did use Noro Madara in the colorway Sake, and held it double with Husqvarna Titicaca, which is an alpaca, 100% alpaca, which gives us this nice little halo. It's a lace weight, because I don't like mohair. I think I'm allergic actually. In the last sweater I had mohair I can't wear, so I don't want to repeat that mistake. But it did call for a worsted and lace weight held together, so that was my solution. And I added these buttons that I think are from Amazon.
Those are big buttons.
Yeah, I thought
they're cool. They look perfect.
Yeah. So I cropped it a little bit. I didn't use all of the yarn I had, I don't think, but it knit up really fast because it's Aran weight pattern. It's got these saddle shoulders. This is my first official saddle shoulder pattern, which I thought was kind of fun because you do the 2 rectangles first, and then you pick up for the back and do some back shaping, and then you pick up for the fronts along this edge, and then knit and until you get to the sleeve opening, and then you join them, the front and the back, and knit it flat. But it's also got this really fun collar detail. So this part is knit this way, this direction, and then you pick up across this edge and then knit down on both sides.
Yeah, that is a really nice little detail.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think most you pick up all the way around and have a million stitches.
And you're going to get a better fit. Maybe I should do that with that fish girl sweater.
Oh yeah, you could. This pattern, yeah. It's just a rib. It kind of looks like double knitting, but it's just a rib. Yeah. So I cropped it a bit because the last sweater I did by Ozetta ended up to be massive.
Oh no.
And I looked like I'm swimming in it. So I cropped it, and I also did sleeve decreases. This was just a straight sleeve, but I also don't like my sleeves massive, so I did decreases. But yeah, the yarn was really fun. It's really soft, and I'm excited. This is like my first cardigan to have in my rotation.
Oh.
I did the Stephen West Pinguano, and It's crazy colors, and so I feel like this will be better for everyday wear. Kind of a neutral, even though there are pops of color in here. But yeah, I think
Oh, look at that.
look at those squares.
That could be your like little warm winter day
Yes,
uniform.
for sure, and little booties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's what I got for finished optics.
Nice job.
Thanks. Are you done? Do you have any more finished optics?
I didn't bring any more finished objects
Okay.
because I didn't finish anything this month.
That's okay. Next time.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to some really fun things. Advent calendar.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about it or should I?
I can start.
Okay.
Okay. So our friend Nicole, she's like our third knitting buddy, gave us this Christmas in July bag.
Turn it around.
Really?
Yeah, the front.
I didn't know the front was supposed to be something.
Wow.
But it has a little fox on it. It's cute. And so it's like this great Santa bag.
Mm-hmm.
And inside is an Advent excitement surprise. So
25 days.
25 days individually bagged.
Yep.
Each one has the name of a day.
And sticker.
And a sticker. This one's number 1. And each one is supposed to be opened on the day it corresponds to in December.
Yep.
So this is December 1st, so we're going to open the first one. But before I open it, I just want to say these are all yarns that Nicole found in her stash.
Yep.
And she worked on this with her daughter. And she went through all of her stash yarns, came up with a gradient Advent color rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Wound all these little individual 20-gram balls
Yep.
for herself, me, and Haley.
Yep.
So we all have one.
Yep.
And I can't imagine that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is so much work. Like 25 days worth of yarn.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And I have been sitting on this since July, and
Yep.
I have a tiny house. So this bag has been all over the house. It is covered in cat hair. The cats are so excited to go inside of this bag. They cannot wait. And I haven't opened mine yet.
And I have. I cheated a little bit.
And I haven't looked at hers yet. So I'll open this one for you so we can see together what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1 is whitish, kind of a white with, hopefully you can focus on that, with little pink speckles in it. It looks almost like a hedgehog, little fingering weight sock skein.
Yeah, it does look almost hedgehoggy.
Yeah, so it's a perfect little speckle for the center of what I'm going to do, which is a blanket.
Which blanket?
It's actually a blanket that was created for an Advent calendar.
Ooh.
And it's called the Anthology Throw by Helen Stewart.
Okay, so we got white speckle, and I crocheted mine up because I thought I like to have a crochet project in my rotation just to kind of break up the knitting. And this is a granny square. Mine's also going to be a blanket inspired by a pattern by TL Yarn Crafts. It's called Mini Skein Magic. She does a bunch of granny squares and then you do a border in the same color and you sew them all together. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And also it looks a little bit different. Like skeins of yarn look different crocheted up versus knit.
Yeah, it's almost like a little pinwheel with the pops of color kind of radiating.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Is that the whole skein?
No. I stopped after I think I did 9 squares. So I have some left still. That I thought maybe I could do like some socks or something. It's stripy. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how they all look in the gradient, like kind of lay them out. I think yours is just going to be the straight gradient, right?
Right.
And then mine, you can kind of determine where to put the skeins.
Yeah.
The different colors.
So how many have you done already?
I've done 2 more besides that one.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
You're not too far ahead.
No. All right, should we move on to other plans? Do you have any other plans coming up?
I do have another project. So since 2020, so I've been doing the mystery shawls since 2020 and gnomes.
Oh, yeah, the gnomes.
So
that started in 2020?
Yeah, I thought it was earlier, but I only have records of gnomes going back to 2020.
Okay.
And I don't know why my sister decided to start liking gnomes. I don't have it written down, but I think it was because I bought this glittery gnome wrapping paper and she's like, I love gnomes. So now I have this like easy project I can make for her every year, and the gnome only takes like a week. And that's if you're just doing like one little bit a day.
Do you have pictures from every year?
I do.
We'll put in some pictures for you to see the gnomes.
And I wrote down all the names of the gnomes. So
they have names?
They have names.
Like the pattern.
Yeah. Like the one I made in 2024 was called Here We Gnome Again. And I didn't write down the names. Like in the description of the pattern, she gives every gnome a name.
Is it the same designer?
Yeah, her name is Sarah Shira. And I don't know exactly how I found her, but she does all these gnomes. And she has a book about gnomes. And some of the gnomes, like her recent gnomes, are getting a little weird. So they're like gnome/mushroom people. Gnome that I'm going to make this year. And of course, I didn't write down the name of that, but we'll put it in the comments. This gnome is supposedly like a candle maker.
Oh, she gives them little personalities.
Yeah.
Cute. All right. Well, but let's see. What do you got for yarn?
Okay, so the yarn called for in the pattern was Rowan felted tweed. So it's supposed to be a DK weight yarn gnome.
Okay.
So it would be about 15 inches tall.
That's a tall gnome.
Yeah.
Does she have a place for all of these gnomes that she puts them? Your sister?
My sister just kind of puts them by the TV.
Okay.
So they're like on the TV, little gnome cluster. I don't know. And
gnome clusters.
And I do have a box of old Rowan felted tweed, but I kind of didn't want to make a big giant gnome. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try it with some fingering. And so I have various different old fingering yarns. The main color is a dark green.
Okay.
And that's for his body. And he's wearing like a stranded colorwork sweater with snowflakes on it. So
you're going to do that in a week?
Probably not a week. This one's a little complicated. So this one had like all the colors in the stranded sweater. And then the hat is mostly white with a green tree on it that you do in the dark green.
Cute.
Now, of course, you could pick any colors you want. Mm-hmm. And every year I make her like a totally different color scheme. And the last time I saw her gnome cluster, I'm like, oh my God, it's terrible. It's like neon blue and purple and all these random colors. So I'm like, let's do Christmas colors.
Yeah.
Because she usually just has them out on Christmas. So
yeah, I think those are pretty Christmassy. This might be a little fall, but
it's a little fall, but I didn't have a good red, so I thought the orangey red would be good. And then these are from previous Stephen West knit-alongs. And I think this one might have been too, but I don't remember what this is. And then I don't have any idea where this one came from.
It's Gnome, sponsored by Stephen West Knit-along yarn. Cute. Well, we'll pop a picture up of the pattern that Natasha's going to make so you guys can have a visual too. And I want a visual.
Yeah, it's really cute. He's got a good candle maker Christmas vibe, I guess.
Is he holding a candle?
No. He's just got little arms. He has mittens.
Okay.
Teeny gnome mittens.
You only know he's a candle maker from
the little description, yeah.
I love that she gives them personalities.
Yeah.
Makes it fun.
Yeah.
I have a plan, some plans too. So let's talk about those. I'm gonna do the Harvest Flower sweater by Jessie May. It's one of her new releases, and I thought it would be really good, kind of refreshing color work. So I've been doing solid sweaters, and I want something a little bit more complicated. Traditionally, I don't really like circular yokes because I feel like I'm always pulling my neck down, but I'm hoping this one has good enough shaping that I won't have to do that.
Yeah.
And I really like it. I really like that retro 60s vibe. That's my vibe. So we're gonna use some 60s inspired colors too, kind of. So first, this is gonna be the main color. I hope I have enough. It's Wild Barn yarn, and it's a sport weight, but I think it's closer to DK. Um, and it's CVM, Rommeldale, and Mohair, and Angora. This is a small farmer who creates yarn from her sheep, and I got it at the Hopkins Fiber Festival. That's the only way I've been able to find this yarn, and it's really cool. She puts up her baskets in of different yarns and weights, and they're all naturals. And I kind of like that.
Is she one of the ones who tells you the name of the sheep too?
Yes, yep. She has the name of the sheep that each of the yarns are spun from, and she collaborates with the local spit mill to mill the yarn.
Yeah, I've been tempted by that yarn many times.
Yeah, I finally pulled the trigger. It's 250 yards in each skein. I have 3 skeins, so I'm hoping I have enough to make a full sweater. If not, I might need to put some contrasting color stripes at the bottom in the ribbing or something. But I think that would be kind of a cool look too.
Yeah.
And then for the contrasting colors, I was going to do this linen quill from Pearl Soho, which is 50% fine Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. And I think this is their poppy colorway. That's kind of the big flowers that I was going to do. And then for the other contrasting colors, I'm going to do this butterscotch yellow and hold these double.
Oh, okay.
So it's wheat flour.
Wheat.
So close.
Because I do have an oatmeal when I have that at home.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited about that. And so hopefully that'll be on the needles the next time we chat.
Yeah.
What else? That's all I have for plans right now that I have yarn for. Should we move on to acquisitions?
Yeah. I don't have any acquisitions. What did you acquire?
I just have one, which I got when we were in Arizona at the end of October. So this is a Zauber Ball Crazy. It's a fingering weight, and I was going to make a pair of socks. I thought it'd be kind of a cool fade. You can kind of see.
Oh, yeah. They do have the little fade on the back.
I should show that.
That's neat.
Yeah. The only thing is it's superwash, and I don't love a superwash for a sock. I think they can be kind of slippery, but it feels like it won't be too bad.
No, I don't think it is as slippery as because it has the texture in the yarn.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. That's my only acquisition for today. All right, and then do we want to talk about our other crafts? I think you have some embroidery.
Yeah,
you brought along.
I do. So instead of finishing my projects, I started randomly embroidering, and I do take a little knitting break once a year to do embroidery, and it started with these like album covers. So I was at a conservation workshop when I was a curator, and this woman brought her sewing machine to the workshop, which I thought at the time was very weird. This was 2016, so now things have changed.
Okay.
Because now I bring my sewing machine to places, right? Yeah. And she was making quilted album covers, and she was going to do like little squares and then make a quilt.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I don't know how to quilt, so I was like, I think that my partner would like these. Mm-hmm. I mean, he loves music, so I started doing cross-stitched album covers, and they're not supposed to be precious. They're just fun things to do with cross-stitch because I don't know, for a long time cross-stitch was kind of thought of as like a like, I don't know, what kind of
Like a
hobby?
granny?
Like a granny hobby.
Yeah, like you do your little embroidery dish towels or,
Yeah,
whatever for somebody's wedding.
yeah. But now I think they're kind of fun again, and like people aren't ashamed of them. So when I went to that conservation thing, I told people, "Well, I like cross stitch," and they're like, "Me too, me too."
Oh.
So people were doing that. They were in hiding at the time, but now I think
Yeah,
it's more open.
I think it's more popular. We did one at a bachelorette party I was at a couple of years ago, like little bookmarks.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
yeah,
That's a
um,
different bachelorette party.
yeah. So what album cover is this?
So this is the top half of an album cover by the Sparks, which is a band. They're two brothers. This is Ron and this is Russell, and the album's called Propaganda. It's from I think the 70s, and they've been around since then. They have like 25 albums, and it is them on a speedboat, and this is water, like the wake,
Oh, cool.
and they're
I see
supposed to
that,
be.
right? Like this.
Mhm,
Hmm.
they're supposed to be kidnapped, and there's like a whole story on the album cover. So Chad wants me to do the front of the album, the back, and the inside because it tells this whole story of them being kidnapped.
That'd be kind of cool, like side by side
Yeah,
in like a frame or something.
but I only try to do one a year
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
because it's distracting from my knitting.
Yeah. Well, knitting first,
Yeah.
obviously. Okay, so how did you get the pattern? Is there a pattern online or did you like make this yourself?
So I made it using this cross stitch pattern generator, and it uses a picture, and it prints. It's so easy, and it seems like cheating because all I do is put the picture in, and then it spits out this whole pattern. It's like a PDF of with all the symbols that you need
Hmm.
and the colors that you need, and it's all blended colors, and you can do whatever you want, like back stitching on it, and then you just knit it, and so or you just sew it. So I finished this one page of the pattern. This is page 2, and then this little part is page 3, and then it
Oh,
has 4, 5, 6.
that's a giant project.
Yeah,
Are they all going to be the same size or is the inside going to be wider?
the inside would be wider, double wide. So it's a
Wow.
double wide trailer. So I have a big piece of this cheap Aida cloth that isn't actually 14 stitches or squares per inch. Like it was marked, it's 13. So it's a little
Scan.
bigger.
That's a little bigger. So it's going to be
Big.
big.
Yeah, it'll be like 10.5 inches by 10.5. And
Do you have a frame for it? Or,
mhm,
for all the pieces that you're
yeah.
going to do? Wow. Okay, I have one other sewing thing to talk about. So I have decided to make my own hard pants. No elastic waist. I'm gonna
Hmm,
make the Daughter Judy Adams pant. Actually, I'm in progress making that.
really?
So I got my little button. They're like a jean, and we went last weekend, the weekend
Mhm.
before Thanksgiving, to Open Studio Sewing here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and I picked up some leopard print. I'll put a little screen share of that on here. Some leopard print denim, and so I'm gonna make those Daughter Judy pants I'm making. But I will put in, if I'm done with this by the time we're done editing, I'll put in a picture of me wearing them. I really like it so far. I think the hardest part is kind of the finishing. I even figured out how to do a double needle sewing in a
Oh,
standard machine, which isn't as hard as it looks.
really?
Yeah, it's like a zigzag on the back, which you set your machine to straight stitch, and then you just go along like you're straight stitching with one needle on the top, and then on the back it's a zigzag because you only use one bobbin.
Oh,
So I was like, well, how do you get around? How do you use two bobbins in one
yeah.
standard sewing machine? And you don't. You
Okay.
just use one bobbin and it goes back and forth. But
Okay.
you use more thread in the bobbin. So it's been fun. It's been a learning experience, and I'm really excited to have some leopard pants at the end of this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all for us, folks.
Yeah.
You can find us various places online. Uh, I'm on TikTok at the Practical Maker 1, Instagram, the Practical Maker, YouTube, Practical Maker, and Ravelry, the Practical Maker. And where can we find you, Natasha?
I'm on Instagram at NA Thorson. So that's NATHORESON. And that is all I am at right now, but I'm working on some new stuff. So maybe next time we'll have an update.
And we'll put them all on screen so you guys can see these. But thanks for joining us, and we'll hopefully see you next month for another episode of Not Another Knitting Podcast. Thanks for staying tuned, and happy crafting.